Abusianra and a story started say about online about Air-India flight here Abusian from Ahmedabad, Gatwick, London. Abusian flights now boho amamu nipa nyina except one nipa 241 and Abusian we from this plane crash. Now when it comes to plane crashes, Abusian it happens. From last year I no. Just the planes, ubeshe helicopter here, jet waha, private plane waha. It's just a the tenor most at times is built in a way so it doesn't fall from the sky. But Abusia, a woman who's about quantity, and this one is the latest one. Munipe wunche Bebre.
Thick black smoke could be seen billowing from the wreckage.
It was carrying 242 people. India's home minister says there is a sole survivor.
This specific one here weird to the extent to say this specific fleet of planes are Boeing, the company is plane Boeing, you know, not one kranatiahida.
The Boeing 787 Dreamliner has a stellar safety record. This is the first fatal crash. So what could have gone wrong?
Now, Boeing planes with Bratiahi, don't get me wrong, but this 787 Dreamliner flight, you know, this is the first time that line of flights in Bakun Atiahi. And this time, the fatal incident of 242 people dying. And then, by a plane, it was people live around those areas. Now there are videos online. I actually how a plane no page anymore and and I don't know how a plane it's here. And it's like I'm free through who team the bebo to say Lion Air there and as Ethiopian airline there no. But this one as a pilot you know naka or tries a beer. I don't know what landing is safely was saying you just say no one seems to know exactly what happened to this flight here man in a sheho. Ubi beka say engine. How a manufacture plane or my in a way says a plane need to both engines need now work at the full capacity. But if there's an engine one side the could failure, the other half of the engine is capable to lift the flight in the air, which is is good news. But this time around, the plane crashed anyway. So they don't know say if both engines say before the crash no one knows.
This flight takes off almost every single day. Ahmedabad to London, call it around a 10-hour flight.
Before the flight be able to know, your checks are across baby. The checks on this specific flight, nothing was wrong with it.
Actual flight data shows the aircraft leaving on time, accelerating down the runway and lifting off.
And quite miraculously, one person came out of this flight, and the story of this guy is somehow no one seems to even understand it.
What was the situation yesterday? Can you describe for us, please?
I can't explain. Everything happened in my eye. I can't.
Normally, in case of a plane crash, how are we in a city now? Did you pull
the emergency doors?
No. Emergency door is broken.
Yeah.
My seat is broken.
Yeah.
Then I see the pace little bit.
Yeah.
Then I will try to come out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why.
I've seen boxing fight here. The boxers got hit hard in the face. Danosha guy in any man. I'm not saying that the guy had anything to do with the flight, but I'm telling you that everything about this aircraft crashing, it's weird. It's you can't understand it properly.
Did the aircraft catch fire before you came out?
Yes.
Okay.
A little bit fire. After me, I'm out. Then blast.
According to this specific guy, and yes, during the flight, on the cross switch seats with someone to come and sit beside and as a close to the door, the emergency, and then and time our flights and a shake on probably 2 years, and a plane in the form, and no see and you 2 minute capie, who peer and check and a plane kaboom, a blast. A
little bit fire. After me, I'm out. Then blast.
How did you jump from the aircraft?
I'm not jumping.
Okay.
I just walk out in it.
You did walk out on the building or?
No, in floor.
On the floor.
Yes.
I don't know what got him through it. According to video, I think they did India for an year interview. No, so visiting India could be about 9 months in India. I'll return back to London, and then this happened.
Me and my brother staying in India last 8-9 months. And yesterday I was going to back to London. help and everything. Yeah.
When it comes to plane crash, I would say the nipa be who at once, and now almost everybody will know. And shut down North Sir, Yabekaya, 2019, Ethiopian Airline, a Coco Boho, and then 787, the same Boeing company now plane Nibi. And a Cobo wa Ethiopia was a nipa be woo, and then happened 10th March, Nipa woo 157. Before that, Lion Air, and also Cocotishes, I'm a Muni Penny woo. I think the date was 29th October 2018. Nipa 189 and a buzo musu. And aside that one, the latest one, Nipa bebre more than those previous two previous ones. This one, Munipa 241 and
The flight would last somewhere around, maybe even under 1 minute.
A packed Air-India plane bound for England crashing on takeoff.
Based on reports, on the plane need 2 years, and 30 seconds, and the plane crash here. From baby a plane 2 years, I can say the runway to baby a crash here. Yes, it's about 1.5 kilometers. It's not even far.
The distance from the crash site to the edge of the runway, that's about 1.5 kilometers.
And plane there too, say, Koreans are, yes, up to 190 something, meters, and then everything came crashing down.
It only reached an altitude of 190 meters before crashing just beyond the airport perimeter into an accommodation block for doctors.
This is a sad incident. Who tell the stories of a man for an air flight, some of their relatives and someone who can't is very sad. We be to London here, Juma, na yere ne ma India, and walk form modi or more back to London or more enjoy or more picture the Atomo family group room, Ebusia plane crash. Chese make a crowd was here. The whole family in Nasiashi. 2 siblings, Ebusia free India holidays or London, almost can home, almost couple be a monoma worry ban war India and a beman or London. After some worry, Omunian share being because you know the documentation is in Noma and then flight to Numaka our baby she any kun Ebusia and Kwankusi. And various other stories of relatives Ebusia or more family members no more can we almost share or more stories. It's very sad. It's unthinkable.
Whatever caused this plane to crash, presumably wasn't detected during pre-flight checks, didn't appear to interfere with the takeoff itself, but then doomed the plane almost immediately.
We heard this specific flight now. Yes, a woman for China 2013, which is like 12, 13 years ago. It's not flight here. I had to the level say, hey, beer. That may lead to the trouble and as the crash. And this time around, and the pilots swap. We experienced pilots and more flights a whole lot. So this also any pilot error. So what we know so many things happening with this specific story, but no one seems to know exactly what happened. And when plane crashes here, the thing people look to, or the investigators look up to, flight recorder, we say we plane, investigators in BT, now feeding and some other pilots on account because everything there is recorded. Now if you don't want to me and on so who say okay, when happen in tia be lead to that. I don't know, investigations, it will take months, even years to make sure that at least they find the troubles or where the mistake came from. The CEO of Air-India, I don't know so about my speech, a very sad incident.
I am Campbell Wilson, the CEO of Air-India. I want to brief you on a serious incident that involved an Air-India aircraft a short while ago. But first, and most importantly, I would like to express our deep sorrow about this event.
You don't know who to blame, but you see, me, one thing I would say, and I say, when it comes to manufacturers of airlines, I was we are seeing and you will tour or modeling in more commercial flights are seriously powerful. Airbus, and then a European company, France for a year, and then Boeing, US for a year. Most flights are at Yashinano, a Boeing flights. I don't seem to get that one. Ethiopia, then it was Boeing. Lion Air, Boeing. This specific one, Boeing. All the time, I've been fatal crashes like this, Boeing. There have been investigations into the company Boeing. Even employees and workers always say, how are more build those planes? They themselves will not take it.
I have serious concerns about the safety of the 787 and 777 aircraft. Effectively, they are putting out defective airplanes.
Another Boeing whistleblower sounding the alarm to U.S. lawmakers.
But still, and now said they are the biggest contractors to the US government. So you know that they are not going anywhere. US military airplanes, the president in the plane use Air Force One. All of that is manufactured by Boeing.
Salapur, a quality engineer still at Boeing, says he raised concerns about the fuselage gaps over 3 years.
I literally saw people jumping on the pieces of the airplane to get them to align. I call it the Tarzan effect. I was told to shut up.
I'm not saying it's all Boeing's planes it's bound to fall from the sky and as a bat. I'm telling you, serious scrutiny needs to go exactly to Boeing.
Salapur's attorney says she's heard from over a half dozen other concerned Boeing whistleblowers who haven't come forward.
Because Boeing as a company, is an African company, a company down. But the name it's not just Mrofo company, but an American company. No, flights, it keeps killing people, and still nothing is being done to Boeing. The bad thing about happening to one is almost stocks are dropping, lose car, and I'm like, so can't serious thing be done? At least the flights are done or built properly.
One whistleblower was found dead of an apparent suicide hours after testifying against the aerospace company in March.
If more employees are more employee, ye plane na nipe ko front say na nka so flight nka so because the safety concerns raising the company, the people at the top, they don't care about it. All they care about mostly profit margin. Then abusia, at some point, if a flight a nipple 241 some people needs to be held accountable. And I'm not just talking about the airline company now. Flight in your modi and I'm talking flight from the manufacturer of that airline. 242 people, only one survived. How is that? And even baby a flight in Boy and a crane, there were people on the ground. People on the ground though. So imagine, even the fatalities, could be even more. Because after the plane crash, there was also an explosion. Boom.
It's too early to know exactly what went wrong. Indian air safety authorities will lead on the investigation with help from the UK's Air Accident Investigation Branch. Experts from Boeing are also on standby.
Boeing Company, it was established in 1916. That is over 100 years ago. So you know that they've been doing this for a while. And for some time, we see normal flights. It had no trouble until some change CEOs and then troubles will start to say. There is actually a Netflix documentary titled here Downfall. You properly understand what I'm talking about.
2 crashes of brand new airplanes within 5 months of each other. That doesn't happen.
As it stands now, Air-India AI flight Boeing 787 Dreamliner I fall from the sky above the ship from. Except one person. No one knows what happened. Not the airline company, not the lone survivor, not the manufacturer of the company. No one knows what happened.
And the question was, did Boeing put an unsafe plane in the air?
I'll try and keep you updated on this story because this is weird. You got a lot of people for plane. So if the planes are no more safer, then it's difficult. Because for me, it's a mutual flight to Krakow, a different country like Ghana. Right now, I only use Airbus because I don't want any wahala. What I say? This year, and a Boeing flight back when it's near to them ream. And no door, emergency door, a 2 years saying, Nenam. Door no 2. The
missing part of the Alaska Airlines plane that blew off in mid-flight has been found. The door plug was found in an Oregon teacher's backyard Sunday night.
If we have flights, door A to 2, flight in between Bohona, Danny. You've seen all these videos.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh no!
This year, I can't think far. Left and right, just say. But this one, with the number of people on board, Tap send, then numero uno. Mobile app, we see a bit in there send this car command off for Ghana. So Italy, Germany, Europe, USA, even Dubai. Now person send this car the brand off for Ghana. App where so you to tap send. Apple App Store and Google Play Store and I downloading right now for 2 phones. Because how they send this car command off for BR. Until we levy, exchange rate in was so. It's fast, it's secure, it's all the good things. and mouth trouble. Omu security a top notch, and I first time I could download the app now use the send this car. Ubo code magraheb shema. Depending on baby I want, you better see a chowska. I'm at the car was sending on. The abujas only starting use to tap sender. Make conform our net. If you know more mobile wallet, I was your bet me load do no with ska. It's a time so I will send this kind of commando for Ghana. Na nothing I be connected to bank. Dabi. Or tap wallet no. The fast na is what send ko. Tap send the abusia mean conform enough. This a one use tap send ya. Ko Apple App Store and Google Play Store na ko download no right now.
Tap send. Papa no.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for videos like this every day. Till we meet again, abusia. Adios.